Hey guys, today is July 7th. This is just a little update. Things are pretty static in my life right now, that's why I haven't been making videos quite as much, just because I don't want to be like super redundant. I'm sitting in the hallway upstairs, which is why my voice is echoing, because my birds are being crazy. Not that that's unusual, but they're just crazy. So, yeah, so it's hot today in Oregon, and I don't quite know what to do about that because I'm from Oregon, and so when it's hot, I'm kind of just like, I just got back from South Dakota, and actually I took a video when I was in South Dakota, but I'm not going to post it until after I post this one, because I watched the video and I was like, oh my god, I sound like a loon. So I'm going to like use this video to explain that video, and then I'll post it, and I'm going to call it United 232 will be the name of that video. Okay, so, and this is all by way of an update. I went to South Dakota on the 1st to visit my grandma. She's 97. She's doing fine. She's funny. I went with my mom and my aunt and uncle and their granddaughter, so my second cousin or something, cousin once removed. I forget exactly what. I just call her my cousin. She's 10. They were there. And so that was good to get to see them. Actually, they had just been in Oregon. They road tripped across the country. I can't imagine doing that. I hate car trips. And then we met them in South Dakota. So that was fun, to see relatives that I almost never get to see because they're from New York. So yeah, my grandma's adorable. She's really short and adorable. Anyway, so for those of you that have been watching my videos, you know that I'm a little bit of a plane, or just generally aircraft aviation dork, we'll call it. So especially airplane crashes. I don't know why I like them. I mean, I don't like them, but you know what I mean. Like, I like to watch documentaries on them and like read about them and how they happened and stuff like that. I mean, God rest the souls of the people that died. I don't mean that people dying is good, but anyway. So I kind of want to work for the National Transportation Safety Board. Maybe. But anyway. My grandma lives in a town called Vermilion that's in the southeast corner of South Dakota, and like 20 miles south is the border of Iowa, and then Nebraska's over there too. It's kind of like a three corners kind of a situation. There must be a fourth corner, but I can't think of it for the life of me. Anyway, so if you go south on I-29, you come into Iowa. Well, first you go south on I-29 and you go into North Sioux City, South Dakota. Then you keep on going south and you go into Sioux City, Iowa. And then if you keep going south, you go right out of Iowa into South Sioux City, Nebraska. So Sioux City is in Iowa, but North and South Sioux City are in South Dakota and Nebraska, respectively. Sioux City, Iowa is the site of one of the first airplane crashes that I ever read extensively about, and it was the crash of United Airlines Flight 232. And of all places, it ended up in Sioux City. Like, that's random. For one reason, Sioux City's not very big. So, like, of all places for it to end up, it ended up there. Also, it's random for me because Vermilion, South Dakota, is about an hour-ish, hour and a half south of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, or about an hour-ish or whatever, depending on, no, not an hour. Well, from the airport, yeah. Maybe about 45 minutes to an hour north of Sioux City. So when I was a kid, before Sioux Falls Airport got really big, well, not really big, it has 8 gates, but it's really big for South Dakota. When I was a kid, we used to fly sometimes into Sioux City. So I've been to Sioux City a lot of times. And I remember, the thing I remember the most about Sioux City is I hated when we would fly there, because when we would drive to my grandma's, we would drive past these old stockyards that they used to have, and oh my god, they stunk. They smelled so horrible. We would all be like, in the car, and you could still smell it. Like, the smell would get in your hair. Ugh, it was just awful. So anyway, so it was weird for me, like, to read about that the first time I went, Sioux City? That's weird. Like, of all places to end up. So anyway, I went to Sioux City with my mom because I needed to get a prescription that I had forgotten to bring, and there was a Walgreens in Sioux City. So we drove to Sioux City, and I was begging my mom, "Can we please go see the airport? Can we go see the airport?" So she had actually planned to take me to the airport all along, and my grandma was with us that day. So we went down there, and when I saw it from afar, I was like, "There it is, there it is!" I was freaking out. But we actually found an even better thing, is that there was an air museum at the Sioux City airport called the Mid-America Aviation Museum or something. I got a sweatshirt from it, but it's in the wash, so, because it smells like jet fuel. So we're driving to the museum, and I see a sign for a street called Alfred C. Haynes Road or something, and I freaked out because that was the name of the captain of United 232. So the video that I made while at the museum, I don't think it makes a lot of sense. I was all excited, like, I was so excited, I couldn't believe where I was standing, which you'll see in that video. But for those of you that aren't going to watch it, I was standing on the spot where United 232, like, smashed through the runway, basically, is where I was standing. So watch the video. I was so excited, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe where I am, oh! Like, it was really spooky, actually, now that I think about it, because there was an old 727 standing there, which you'll see in the video, like an old FedEx Boeing sitting there, and the wind was blowing, and it was like whistling through the tail, and it sounded like ghosts. It was really freaky. It was very eerie. And it was actually a weirder experience after I left than it was when I was actually there. Like, when I was there, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe where I'm standing, I can't believe it, but later I thought to myself, wow, that cornfield and stuff, like, it's not part of the airport anymore, but, like, that grass and those trees and stuff that were in the distance, that was the last thing some people saw. Because there was 112 fatalities in that crash, and it was like, I can't quite fathom that, even still. Another cool thing, to get off the topic of United 232, but still on the topic of airplanes, my mom was laughing at me on the way out there. We were at the Portland airport, and we go to get on the plane, and I peer into the cockpit, like, oh, ooh, look at that. It was an Airbus. I prefer Boeing, but it's okay. So I looked in there, and I said, wow, that's so cool, and the flight attendant overheard me, and she said, oh, hang on, and she went and told the captain, like, she went in there and said, hey, you've got a future pilot that wants to come and see the cockpit, and I guess they were expecting a kid, because when I came around the corner, they were looking down, and they were looking, like, right at my knees, and they were like, hi, because I think they were expecting, like, a young child. And so I go in there and I'm like asking them all these questions about V1 speed and other such random things about the Airbus A319, because I'm not really familiar with Airbus. So anyway, they were kind of like, where did you come from? But anyway, the co-pilot, well, actually, he might have been the pilot. I don't know. One of them let me sit in his seat. I almost fainted. I was so excited. And so I got a picture on Facebook, and in the picture, the look on my face, I was like I couldn't believe where I was. It was just crazy. So that was really cool. Also, I found out when you know things about airplanes, it's really, really easy to strike up a conversation with a pilot, and they're very happy to talk to you. So anyway, that's a little update on my life at the moment. I just went tanning outside because it's sunny, so I'm all like hot and sweaty right now. That was fun. And oh yeah, my birthday's coming up. I get to teach Zumba on my birthday, so I'm really excited. Corky's like, you're the only person I know that'd be happy about working on your birthday. But I am. And also, a bunch of my friends and I are gonna go to a Zumba class the day after my birthday wearing sunglasses and mustaches. It's gonna be really funny. So, anyway. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July for those of you that are in the States, and for those of you that aren't, I hope your 4th of July was great anyway, even though you didn't do anything interesting, because everywhere has a 4th of July, we just are the only ones that celebrate it. Alright, well, I will talk to you guys later, and watch my United 232 video if you want to see me acting like a total dork. Like I don't normally, whatever. Okay, bye!